How's it going? Good evening. Marques Pagan. This is ODU Extra Point, and tonight's topic of choice: the 2012 World Series between the San Francisco Giants and the Detroit Tigers. As we all know, the Giants swept the series four straight games. The last time a sweep occurred in a World Series game was in 2007 when the Boston Red Sox played the Colorado Rockies, and they also won the first four games. This is also the second in World Series title in 3 years for the San Francisco Giants. Uh, it's kind of a big deal for Ohio Dominican as well because, as we all know, graduate John Sanchez was a part of that 2009 World Series team. Um, well, as for the game, I broke it down into the main three factors of baseball: pitching, hitting, and defense. And the Giants in the World Series had all three of those going great. They had great pitching, stellar timely hitting, and a solid defense to back it all up. Like, their play of baseball was immaculate and definitely earned them the World Series title. Uh, as for Game One, we saw some history happen. Pablo Sandoval hit three home runs, two of which were off of Justin Verlander, and the third of which was off Albuquerque in the seventh inning. Last time we saw this was when Reggie Jackson himself, Mr. October, hit three home runs in the 7-7 World Series off of three separate pitches. Uh, so definitely, Pablo Sandoval put himself up up inside the ranks of history, and definitely he's gonna be a name to be reckoned with later down the road. Um, Also, another key offensive performance from the series was Marco Scudero, with a series clinching base hit in the extra innings of Game Four. Um, as I said, like going game by game. Game two was a nail biter, but the Giants sent out Madison Bumgarner to the hill, as his NL DS was a little shaky, but they had a little faith in him to send him back out there, see what he can do. So, but he had a pretty good day. 7 innings with 8 strikeouts, which is not bad at all for a pitcher that's not known for striking out too many people. So he actually had a good game. Then while down 2 games to none, the Tigers took the series back home, where Anibal Sanchez showed some fire for the Tigers and actually threw a pretty solid 6 innings. At first, shutdowns, put up some zeros, it was all good, but he got caught up on the seventh inning where he was hurt by some leadoff walks, which and it really hurt him by a single by Brandon Crawford, which brought in 2 runs, and those 2 runs straight demoralized the offense of the Detroit Tigers, and they were not able to win the game. Another keynote pitcher was Tim Lincecum. He did not have the best of best regular seasons, as like we know, the freak himself, but he was 10-15 with a 5.18 ERA, which was basically high enough to kick him out of his starting job. They sent him down to the bullpen, where he was just long relief, which actually it kind of lit a fire underneath Lincecum's butt a little bit, and he was able to throw 4.2 hitless innings. Of the 16 batters he faced, he struck out 8 and only allowed 1 walk. With those numbers right there, it reminds me of the Lincecum back in 2008, 2009, when he was the NL Cy Young winner of both years. Um, Overlooked by the great pitching and the great hitting I spoke about, the defense was solid, which key plays made by Gregor Blanco, great outfielder, took away 2 big hits that were definitely game changers and would have turned the momentum for the Tigers, and could have definitely made this World Series a little bit more fun to watch and a little bit more exciting. But the great defense took that away. Also, Pablo Sandoval, MVP of the World Series, made some great plays at third base, and the pitcher's best friend, the ground ball double play. Saw a lot of those, got out of big jams and killed the momentum, and kept all the momentum on the Giant side. Uh, as for the Game 4, the big one, uh, as we all know, it was 10th inning, tied 3-3. Just a little setup. I'll start off with Ryan Terriot singled. Then the Giants played a little bit of small ball with Brandon Crawford, sack bunted him over second base. Then up next is Marco Scudero. Got a blip single to right field, bringing in the go-ahead run. Now you think usually you'll see the beard himself, Brian Wilson, but he was out. He was out for the year. He had Tommy John again, his second surgery. They're hoping to see some things out of him in 2013. Hopefully, he comes back strong. But to fill his big shoes, Sergio Romo stepped up, huge. He had a pretty good year as interim closer, did his job, but then nothing ice put the icing on the cake better than striking out the side to win the World Series and let the Giants clinch the 2012 title. This is Marques Pagan. Have a great night.